Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout on the Contender Series between Rodolfo Bellato versus Murtaza Talha. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going low confidence Murtaza Talha. Well, and to be honest with this one, I really wanted to lean Rodolfo Bellato, but there's some big things leaning against him. It's the fact that, one of his best, best assets or best accolades, the fact that he only lost to Petrino, who's, doing pretty well for himself in the UFC. So you can say, oh, he did well. I mean, he did pretty good against him until he wasn't in the second fight. And, wait, Petrino, that guy might, who knows, be a future champion. He definitely still in talks to, growing and developing. This guy could very well be a champion in the future. And it wouldn't be crazy to say that right now. No, obviously, right now he's not championship material, but in a couple years, this guy has all the tools. He needs some more chiseling. He could be a champion. Like, that's the only loss. But when you really start to draw like that, a lot of times the guy just loses. Like, it's not a good track record in that. It's also not a good track record in guys who have been on the Contender Series and lost, especially given the fact that a lot of these guys have come back multiple times and lost again or lost thrice. So that adds to the bad stat of guys coming on Contender Series and trying again. It's typically not the most successful. I think more often than not they lose. Probably only 20% of them actually come back and win and get contracts like that, or just win in general after losing on the Contender Series. So yeah, it's not a good stat behind him being on there with an undefeated fighter. But yeah, going with an undefeated fighter who got good momentum on him. Should be the better wrestler, but there's definitely a lot of things to not like about Murtaza Talha. Do I think this guy's gonna go in the UFC and be a stud at light heavyweight? I do not. I think he go down midweight, be okay. And welterweight, no hope. Light heavyweight, no hope. Middleweight might be his best weight class. Welterweight, he's not that big. He only 6 feet, maybe 5'11". So at welterweight, it's like going down to welterweight and have actual size on him. And it's not gonna have no great skill at a welterweight. His skill is not gonna really stand out very well at welterweight. So he's not going nowhere in welterweight. Light heavyweight, he don't have the size. Middleweight, he can. He really at middleweight, he don't have the size, but he has enough. Has enough skills, has enough size. He don't have tremendous skills at middleweight. He don't have tremendous size at middleweight, but he has enough, and he maybe could build on that and make something of that. But light heavyweight and welterweight, no hope. But going this one, I think he should be the better wrestler, even though he's giving him a lot of size. He's only going there with Bellato's 6'3", and he's really 5'11". They say 6 feet on paper, but he's really 5'11". So guys, and I think Bellato's really 6'3", so he's gonna give a lot of height, a lot of size, a lot of mass. But he should be the better, more technical wrestler. Should be get the better of the top position. And I think he's competent enough on the top to be able to neutralize the submissions of Bellato, but I think this will be a very tough fight. On the feet, I'm not particularly impressed with either guy, but I definitely think Bellato has shown more weakness. He has been stopped twice on the feet. He has been dropped multiple times on the feet, shown decent recoverability. But again, you get dropped and you end up on bottom, and you lost a round. Especially you get dropped and you ride the top position out on you for a round. But yeah, low confidence, probably my lowest confidence for this week of Contender Series. But yeah, I gotta go with momentum. I gotta go with an undefeated fighter, even though his level of competition has been the best. I see how he beat Turkalj in amateurs. I didn't see the fight, but I could already foresee. I mean, I could already just visualize how it happened. He's a better wrestler than Turkalj. All Turkalj is an annoyance who can low level wrestle. He's a high level wrestler, and he could just put Turkalj on the ground, and maybe I'll strike him. Turkalj barely could strike, and I see how he could beat him. But yeah, that's probably how the fight played out. But yeah. Ultimately going with Murtaza Talha here to get a decision victory here. I think he'll be able to crack him at points and look to drag him to the mat, win the battle of top position. Use his wrestling to control who gets the takedowns and who doesn't. Strike when he wants to, mixing the takedowns when he wants to, and negate the takedown. Negate the grappling or address the grappling, and be able to grind out a very close decision over Rodolfo Bellato. So in this one, I have Murtaza Talha via decision.